Hey guys, welcome back beautiful people. I've got the nutrition tips to help you guys battle this quarantine life, boredom, binge eating, to fight the temptation of the fridge, to fight the temptation of the pantry, to remind you guys that you guys are strong enough to overcome anything that comes at us, and especially to overcome this, this world pandemic right now. We can be in control of the one thing that God gave us, and that is this beautiful little temple that we've all got. Yes, you're beautiful no matter what you think. So come on, let's be in control of our bodies. I've got a recipe that I'm going to share with you guys today, and I've got 2 nutrition tips that I'm going to throw in at the end of the video, so make sure you guys watch the whole video so you get all of the value and all of the benefit that I'm going to share with you guys today. The idea is to be mindful of what you eat and be mindful of what you put into your body so that we can live the best and become the best, most successful version of ourselves. Today's video is inspired by a frequently asked question that I've been receiving a lot lately. So because this video is on nutrition tips, I decided to go step by step with you guys to make a breakfast that I make every morning. Not every morning, I make almost every morning that I like to eat, that helps give me that energy to carry me out the rest of the day, that's giving me all the nutrients that I need. Can't speak. Again, I wouldn't want to say that I'm a vegan. I wouldn't want to say that I'm a vegetarian. For those that don't know, it's more so mindful eating I've learned to practice. I am a trainer and fitness and well-being coach and a spiritual life coach. I don't really value diets. I don't value them at all. I think that it adds a lot of stress, a lot more stress onto us than we need in terms of being really strict and limiting with what we eat. I don't like restrictions. I like to be, again, mindful. How does it make me feel after I eat it? So yes, sometimes I'll eat chicken. Sometimes I eat ground beef. I don't eat pork. I try to not eat red meat. And I eat eggs here and there. I don't eat dairy. So today, for our milk, I made with my mom, we make homemade walnut milk. If you guys would like a video on how to make homemade walnut milk or cashew milk, go ahead and drop a comment down below to let me know so that I can go ahead and do that for you guys. So just so you know, this is not store-bought milk. This is homemade walnut milk. But everything that I'm going to be using today and that I like to try and put into my body is things that are really going to benefit me. So, I mean, again, with this whole being mindful, there is a lot of things that we may be eating that we think is nutritious for us. But if we really were to do our own research, I always advise doing your own research. But if we were going to throw in our own research, you will find that there's a lot of the things that we eat constantly, we've been eating our whole lives, that is not as healthy as it may seem to be. I've been doing a lot of research and I've been learning a lot from my brother and my sister-in-law as well, and our family's just been kind of taking on this whole mindful, plant-based, we throw in a little bit of alkaline and Dr. Sebi and just ways that we can benefit the most from the food that we're putting in our body. Because as you guys know, I work everything around mind and body and kind of that holistic piece with that. So I figured, okay, how can I take that extra step and go a little bit further with this? And that is food. That is that other piece that we're putting in. We can work out as much as we want during the day and during the week, whatever that looks like with our routine. And as you know, you're not going to get the best physical benefits if we're looking for weight gain or if we have a physical goal. We're not going to reach that 100% solely on working out. Nutrition is that big 60-40 piece that we need in terms of physical goal setting with our body. And I've learned that also if we try to go the 60-40 with the physical, with our body and our nutrition and our fitness and all of that stuff, the help with our mindset is our food and our nutrition. So really take care of your body. So today we are going to make it's kind of like an oatmeal. I don't really know what the name for it is. Whenever people ask me what I'm eating, I usually just kind of say it's like oatmeal, but we use quinoa. It's super simple to make. It maybe takes about 15 minutes, maybe let's go 20 minutes if we're including cook and prep time, but to actually cook our quinoa oatmeal, whatever we're gonna call it, it only takes about 15 minutes. So we're gonna look at our main ingredients. Really, the only 2 ingredients that you really need is your quinoa and your milk. You can use water, you can use milk. If you drink whole milk, 2%, 1%, whatever that looks like for you, you have your quinoa and you have your liquid, 2 main ingredients. And then from there, you can spice it up, jazz it up, make it your own, whatever that looks like for you. As you can see, I still have a whole list of ingredients left on the table. I will go through it as I'm making it. I think I'm gonna start with just kind of the basics first, and then when we're at the point where I'm ready to throw my toppings in, then I'll go ahead and do that, and you guys can see what I do. But again, make it your own, please. This is about you. This is not about me. But whether you guys follow along or whether you guys accept these tips or not, I'm still gonna do this. Okay, so remember when I was talking about this homemade walnut milk that we've made at our house? All right, so I'm just gonna show you. I found in this container that my mom's already started to make a new batch, just to kind of show you guys what it looks like. And we do soak it. Just kind of leave it in there for a little bit to get them nice and soaked up. Yum, yum, yum. Not bad. All right, okay, let's get started. So basically, as I mentioned, the first 2 ingredients, the 2 most important ingredients that you absolutely need to make this is, of course, the quinoa and the milk of whatever sorts that looks like for you guys. And the reason why I use quinoa instead of oatmeal, honestly, it's not that it really tastes better or anything like that. It's just the benefit that you're getting from it. Quinoa, you're getting that protein, right? So then, that way you don't have to eat those eggs or whatever other source that you usually get in the morning for your protein. We get that in our quinoa. It's a healthier alternative. It doesn't taste horrible. And it's healthier, so isn't that the whole point of the video? Okay, let's get started. See, y'all thought I forgot. I didn't forget nothing. Quarantine, wash your hands. Let's get started. So I've got my quinoa, and I've got my milk or liquid of whatever sort you're using. Got my little spoon and the pot. I'm no chef, by the way. I just make this, and I'm still alive, so I made it right, I guess. So we always want to go more liquid than we do quinoa, always. So if we're going to go 2 cups of liquid, 2 cups of milk, then we're going to go 1 cup of quinoa. But for today, because I'm only making enough for me and mama, we're going to go 1 cup of our liquid, and that means we're going to do a 1/2 cup of our quinoa. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but remember, this is quinoa. All these tiny little bats. See, I'm doing too much. I'm doing way too much. So now that we've been letting the water boil for a little bit, I'm gonna take my quinoa. I'm just gonna plop that in. That's just way too high. Put that down. You don't want to cook it on high. You want it to kind of slow cook for a little bit. I initially turned it up just to get the water, the milk boiling a little bit. Mix it up a little bit. So as you can see, we got the quinoa going on. Ooh, it's getting kind of foggy. Just in there. Probably should have used a smaller pot. That's okay. So I like to add some cinnamon and some pure vanilla to mine, just to kind of give it a little bit of flavor. You could add it in after. Me personally, I like to add it in while the quinoa is starting to boil. All right, so I'm at a little boop, 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 boop. Come on. A little drop of this. And we go, if I can get it open. I'm gonna go just a little splatter of that. And then mix it all up. So, disclaimer, I probably could have used a smaller pot. Oops, I think I just got a little bit too excited. Thought I was cooking for the whole city, which, I mean, would have no issue with. But if it's just you or just your household, I advise you to use a smaller pot. So we're gonna let this all simmer for about 15 minutes, and it should be ready. obviously check to your liking and how the texture that you like your quinoa. If you've never had quinoa before, go ahead with the 15 minutes. That should be fine. If you've had quinoa before, go with what you like. You're the one eating it. Yeah. So once the quinoa is finished cooking to your liking, again, if you like a little bit liquidier, maybe you want to check it sooner within the 15 minutes, and if it's ready, take it out. If you like it where it's not so liquidy, maybe go the whole 15 minutes. Again, make it your own and whatever you like. But I've got my quinoa here, put it in the bowl. Gonna try and make it as appealing as possible to you, because end of the day, it is still just quinoa and milk or water, whatever you use. So I don't know how appealing to the eye that is gonna be, but remember, this is about the healthy benefits and the nutrition value that we get from eating this, and what it's gonna do for our body and do for us to carry us throughout the day, not so much what it looks like, what it smells like, things like that. A lot of the times, keep in mind that look appealing or smell nice or taste really well, a lot of those aren't the healthiest option for us, and may have extra chemicals or whatever it is in there to make it taste good and smell good and look good, for it to be appealing for us to want to eat. Again, just more things just to be mindful of. We're trying to protect this body. Remember that. That is always the number one goal. Okay, so now is when we get to the fun part. We get to dress our little quinoa, and this is where we're gonna make it taste better. Again, I don't know if we can beat the whole make it look better, but this is when we make it taste better and make it your own. So these are the everyday ingredients that I normally put in mine. Sometimes I use all, sometimes I use some, mix and match, whatever. But this is what we have in the house that I like to use. So I've got some sunflower seeds. Nope, these aren't sunflower seeds. I've got some sunflower seeds. I don't know what that was. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that. Actually, I'm just gonna scoop this. Boom, we got some sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, some of that in there. These are cranberries. My mom likes to call them craisins. I don't know which they actually are, but they're not raisins. They're a little bit sweeter. So I like to throw some of that in there. We've got some organic blueberry honey. If you like honey, go ahead. If you don't like honey, don't do it. I'm just gonna, for the purpose of this, because I gotta use this spoon. Some more honey. I've got some hemp seeds. Throw a little bit of hemp seeds in there. Making a mess. Okay. And then we've got some flax seeds. And voila. I'm not very creatively artistic, so I'm not gonna make this look like one of those fancy little Instagram bowls. I'm gonna make it so that I can eat it. That's the whole purpose of doing this. So I'm sorry for not making it all fancy schmancy for you guys. But just keep in mind, whatever add-ons that you were adding, try and get something that is healthy. Try and get something that is different. Sometimes, if I'm gonna throw in some nutrition tips, to get that little extra bit of sweetness. If you don't like these craisins or cranberries, then you can use dates. Dates is a very good alternative for sugar. It tastes really sweet. I would definitely recommend giving it a try. That's what I like to do to fill my sweet tooth. Sometimes when I've kind of over my limit of sour candies. I love sour candies. Well, I will share with you guys one of the biggest tips that I always share with my clients around nutrition and eating is just to really, first and foremost, be mindful when you're eating. So let's say, for example, if we want to eat a donut or a cookie, eat the donut or the cookie, but after, do a self-check-in. How do you feel after you eat the donut or the cookie? The number one thing that is the worst, and this is why I don't really like diets or restrictions or limitations, is because say you're out and there's a cookie and you do eat the cookie, then you feel like crap for the next couple of days or however long until you go work out again or until you eat a salad or something like that, and we're always just trying to replace it. That's when that stress starts to kind of develop in us, and the whole time that we're subconsciously thinking like, oh man, I ate that cookie, I'm gonna gain 10 pounds, blah, blah, blah. Breathe, like don't stress. If you wanna eat the cookie, but then you better know that, okay, tomorrow I'm not eating the cookie. Tomorrow I'm gonna eat healthy. To later today or tomorrow I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get a good workout in. I'm gonna join the HIIT boot camps that I've got going on right now, virtual motivational boot camps, or I'm gonna do my own at-home workout or whatever that looks like for you. Just be mindful, catch yourself, do those check-ins regularly with yourself. If we do go get a snack, okay, maybe before we eat the snack, stop and think, okay, when's the last time I had a snack? Was I just in the pantry or the fridge 2 minutes ago getting some cookies or some crackers? Okay, maybe I'm not actually hungry, am I bored? You know, if we start to have those dialogues with ourselves, someone knows, if we start to have those dialogues with ourselves and we do those self-check-ins, then a lot of the time we realize we're not actually hungry, we're just bored. And the best way to fight that is to go find something else, go be productive, go be creative, go do something else, go read a book, or if we're tired of Netflix and we're tired of the TV, go out for a walk, be creative. Use this quarantine lifetime to really do that inner work. But the biggest thing that I can share with you guys, and this will help you in a holistic way with everything and to grow in any way that you guys want to, is be intentional with everything. If you're gonna eat, be intentional with your eating. If you're gonna go for a walk, or if you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna sit all day and watch TV, make sure that you're intentional about it, and make sure that you know that you're not gonna feel so great after being a couch potato all day. And I'm not saying don't do it. Trust, I love watching my Netflix movies here and there. I don't watch TV all the time, but when I do, that's something about being intentional, and I feel like I deserve it because it's not an all-day thing. I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do. Of course, it is your life, make your own decisions, but if I'm gonna help give those tips and those advice, do something, right? Get yourself up and starting with some nutrition tips and starting your morning off right. These are the things that'll help you carry on your day and protect your mental state and to really work on your internal self and to really grow, because that is what I want for you guys, but you need to want that for yourself. As promised, I didn't forget those 2 nutritional tips that I implement every single day that I'm going to share with you guys. I like to do this every morning. If I forget, then kind of whenever throughout during the day, but I really like to add these in the morning, just as this is part of my morning routine. Both of these right here are nutritional powerhouses, let me just say that. These are my vitamins, these are my minerals, these are my emotional health support. These 2 right here are everything, so I make sure that I don't miss a day without these. These right here are Brazil nuts. Supposed to take, well, I take 2 every morning. This is kind of what I was recommended. And this right here, this is sea moss. This is kind of ground up sea moss. If you've never heard of it before, it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, this is all of your vitamins and your minerals and everything good for you, everything natural good for you that your body needs, comes in sea moss. And then I just kind of use a spoonful, take a spoonful of that every day. It doesn't really have a taste or a smell. The texture is kind of like, when it's grounded up like this, it's kind of like applesauce. That's the best way it was described to me before I ate it. It's definitely an acquired texture in the mouth, but very, very beneficial. This has got some vitamins and minerals in it as well, but it's also those healthy fats, antioxidants. These 2 ingredients right here are lifesavers. So if there's anything that you take out of this video, if you don't like the quinoa, if you don't like oatmeal in general, if you don't like eating that in the morning, I can only recommend it to you. Again, you're gonna make your own choices, but these 2 right here, these are absolutely amazing. If you guys want to find out more information on sea moss, and I'm sure he probably touches on some Brazil nuts as well, Akeem Pierre, he is the sea moss king, all of that good stuff. He's got a lot of great recipes, and just he shares a lot of knowledge on natural healthy foods from a Dr. Sebi Alkaline kind of a diet, and I absolutely love that, and I've been trying to implement as much from his teachings as possible. I will link down below in the description box his YouTube, a link to his YouTube channel and a link to his Instagram channel as well. I'll put all of my socials down there so that we can stay connected. Guys, if you have any questions or anything on ways that you can grow mentally and physically and now nutritionally, like, just reach out. A lot of the times the answers to our questions and the things that we need, yes, are internal, but sometimes like we're not alone. We can't go through life alone. We can't go through everything alone. So reach out, the help is there. I am super friendly. I'd love to help you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys with one last little piece of motivation and reminder that everything is intention. When we are intentional with our actions, we manifest intention into our lives, and that becomes our reality. So be mindful of what you eat, be mindful of what you put in your body and how you treat your body, because remember, this is a temple and we all look good. So let's look good, feel good, be good. Let's be mentally and physically strong. Feed your mind, feed your body, feed your soul, and don't forget to put yourself first. You are important and you are so much stronger than you could ever imagine. You just have to believe in that strength. If you guys like this video, go ahead and press like down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and so you guys can be a part of this and continue to grow. Don't forget to turn the little notification button on, because I'm always going to be posting new videos every week. Blessings, and I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I'll see you guys next week.